What is up? This is your boy Straight Raw Media, and I'm back. Last time I did a tune tutorial for Touge and Circuit, and now I'm going to be showing you the tunes that I use for my Circuit Touge cars. Today we're going to be doing my EK hatch, the Seeker EK hatch, but in real life this is the Seeker EG. This car is going to be front wheel drive, and it's going to have, let me see how much horsepower this car has. So this car has 235 horsepower, and I am going to go through all the parts and the tune that I have for this car, and I'm going to show you a quick demonstration of how it drives at the end. So let's get right to it. First, since we're already here, we are at the intake, and we have a sport intake. All right, for the intake manifold, it is bone stock. We have nothing on there. For the fuel system, we have a street fuel system. For the ignition, we have a street ignition. We have a sport exhaust, and I think everything else is going to be stock. We have a stock cam, stock valves, stock engine block. Oh, we have sport pistons, of course. And then we have a street oil and coolant, because we got to keep the car cool. And then flywheel is going to be stock. All right. Then we're going to go over to handling. For brakes, we have the race brakes. All right. We have the racing springs and dampening, so that way we can fine tune the car suspension. We have a bone stock. Oh, we have a stock anti-roll bar in the front. Okay, I did not know that until now. And for the rear, it's going to be full race anti-roll bars. And then for everything else, it's going to be chassis. It's going to be a street chassis, and I think it's a sport weight reduction. All right. So we're done with that, and then we're going to go over here to drivetrain. Drivetrain is going to be a street clutch. It's going to be a race transmission, because I did look online for the actual gear ratios for the Seeker EG, and I found it and I used it, and I'm going to show that to y'all at the end. For the driveline, it's going to be a sport driveline, and it's going to be a race differential for that. Tires, I'm on sport tires. Front wheel drive, rear wheel drive cars that I drive for Touge, it's going to have sport tires. Automatic. All-wheel drive cars, anything that's all-wheel drive is going to have either street or stock, because it just won't be fair with you're racing against a front-wheel drive car with all-wheel drive car with the same type of tires. It's kind of unfair unless like you have less horsepower than that car. For the tire width, it's going to be 225s in the front, and the same for the rear, 225. For the rims, I don't know if you want, I got some, if you want to use the same wheels, I have the Inkies, the RPF ones. Everybody knows who they are. It's probably like the closest wheels that I was able to find to like simulate what this car looks like. And rim size is going to be stock on the front and on the rear. All right. And you can put whatever body and bumper on there if you want. I don't think it really matters. And wait. Continue working. Just to make sure, I just want to let y'all know that it's not turbocharged. It is all motor with 235. As you saw on there, you did not see no turbochargers, and it's not rear wheel drive or all wheel drive. This is bone stock front wheel drive, and this is going to be a B16, a stock displacement motor. All right, so backing out of that. Next, I am going to show you the actual tune on this car. I'm not really I mean, I really don't care if like anybody uses my tunes because I mean, this game is pretty much done with. Everybody's like transferring over to Motorsport 7. There's still a lot of you on Horizon, but I'm a type of person that I really don't care if you have my tune or not. I mean, it's a video game. Even in real life, like if you wanted to try my tune, I mean, I'll do it. But I don't have a race car, so this is the closest I can get. All right, tires. Tires I have at 33 in the front and rear. This is going to be the actual final drive and gear ratio for this car in real life, except for the sixth gear, because this car is a 5-speed in real life. So sixth gear is just maxed out, and all you're going to be using is 1 through 5 and the final drive. So final drive is going to be at a 449. First gear is going to be pretty much the stock, you know, B series displacement transmission. First gear is going to be a 323. Second gear is also stock 210. I think third gear is also stock, is at a 154. And what's different is the fourth and fifth gears. It's a lot shorter. So it's going to be a 118 and a .93. For alignment, this is my alignment here. It's going to be at a negative -0.5 in the front and a negative -0.3 in the rear for cambers. For the toe, it's going to be zeroed out for both of them, front and rear. And then for the caster, I have it at 5. I might bring this up just a tiny bit so it can be a little bit more stable on straight line speeds. All right, so for the anti-roll bars, as you saw, the front is stock, so I can't do nothing to that. And for the rear, it's going to be at a 10.10, you know. So there you go. For the springs is pretty much going to be the same for both front and rear. It's going to be 448. The point number after that, it really doesn't matter. As long as the 448 for the front and rear on this car, you should be good. Ride height is going to be the same. It's going to be 5.2 in the front and in the rear. Dampening, like I said, I really don't go over 15, like I said in my last video. So the front for the rebound is going to be a 14.6. And then the rear is going to be a 13.7. I try to keep it a little like the front more than the rear, so that way the rear can grip up as well, so it won't slide around a lot. And I try to keep it at least like right there, really close to each other. So because the spring rate is also like even, so I try to keep this as even as possible without actually affecting the car too much. For the bump, I have the front raised up a little bit. It actually helps the front. Since it's a front wheel drive, I had to bring it up a little bit. It helped the car. I don't know why, but it did. So front, for the bump, it's going to be a 6.6. And then for the rear, it's going to be a 4.8. I don't have a aero on this car. Doesn't really need it. It's for street car. Braking. Like I said, with the braking, on this one, I usually set it, you know, more towards the rear, so I set it at 55%. On this car, it actually helps. You know, I said like 85 to 90 for the pressure, but on this one, it actually works at 70% for me. But if you want to bring that number up, you can. You can also do it with the brakes as well, with the balance. Differential, like I said, for front wheel drives, bring that bad boy all the way up, and you're going to see a big difference in handling. For the deceleration, I have it at 0. It works for me. I might bring that number up depending, you know. But for now, I'm going to just leave it right there. And that's going to be the tune for this Seeker EK hatch. So, let's go out, give it a test drive so I can show y'all once again how this bad boy drives. And we're going to go to my favorite track, one of my home track, and we're gonna go right here. And this is gonna be the home track right here. You're gonna pretty much start from right here. It's gonna say the Kiowa Valley. You're gonna start from here, and you're gonna go up. You're gonna take this whole course all the way up, It's pretty easy. It's more of a top speed type of course until you actually hit this turn here. And right here, you're gonna make the first left turn. You're gonna take that all the way down as well. Well, yeah, here we go to the drift course. Once you do that, once you get to the end here, you're gonna just pretty much just flip a U-turn, flip a UE. You're gonna do this whole track backwards till you get all the way back to the starting line, and that's pretty much where you're gonna finish. I'm going to show y'all how this car drives. If y'all like it, you can try the tune out. If not, you can tweak it. You can do whatever you want. You can just, change the tires or change the tire width. You can change whatever. You can add the anti-robot on the front if it works for you. It doesn't matter, I'm just, trying to giving y'all my opinions on how the car feels. That's all. Here we go. I'm gonna just be quiet because I really do not like talking and driving. Here we go. So just gonna show y'all what this car looks like when it drives. It's not the fastest car, but if you keep it at the top speed, it is a beast. And this track is an uphill and downhill course, so be aware of that. Oh, had to fix something in my controller real quick. I think I slowed down just a little too much there, but that's all right.
At your destination.
Oh, there we go. That's why I love this car. This car can respond on a dime. Just pop a UE and then just take it right back the same way you came. Oh. Got a little too eager there.
You have arrived at your destination.
Alright. If I mess up, just understand I am human, you know what I'm saying? So I do make mistakes. Boom. I know a lot of people that when I usually show them this track, they mess up right there at that turn. So I think that's what I'm gonna do next. Like, if you really like this track, I'm gonna show y'all all the braking points and like the turning points and how to, hit this track correct. Like, there's a spot right up here. It's going to be the last turn, like literally the last turn, and it can make or break you. It's going to be right here. What you're going to do, you're going to want to take it wide. You're going to take the outside and take the inside real sharp, just like that. Because if your car's not tuned for it, it'll just understeer it and it's going to go straight into that tree that is over there. Alright, and that's a demonstration of how this car drives. If you like this car, you can try the tune, tweak it, tune it, add more horsepower, add less horsepower. I will be making more tunes in the future, so be prepared for that. If this video helped you, give it a like, thumbs up, comment if you have any questions, and share it with your friends. And yeah, I'll see you in the next tuning video. Peace out.